Good on you! You've made the noble choice to play the bass. And since bass and drums are the foundation upon which we build our musical house, it is important to give yourself a good and solid foundation as well. This video will teach you what to look for when buying your first or second bass guitar, the terminology that you'll hear and read along your journey, and the features of the modern electric bass. Now you are the glue that holds the band together. Remember, there are no bad notes, only bad rhythm. So let's get rhythm. Electric basses can be found in three basic scale lengths: half size, 3/4 size, and full size. All are the same in form and function and played the same. However, it's best to fit the right instrument to the player. To determine what size of bass would fit you best, sit down and hold the bass in your lap and try to reach the end of the fretboard. We want to be able to reach the end of the fretboard, or the first position, while maintaining a bend or flex in your elbow and without having to overextend your arm. If this distance is too far to reach comfortably, then we can choose a bass with a smaller scale length. Basses are generally made with either 4, 5, or 6 strings. And while the standard for years was the 4-string bass, many of today's players prefer a 5-string or even a 6-string instrument. The 4-string bass is tuned an octave below the range of the guitar and primarily uses the same low to high notes as the guitar of E, A, D, and G. A 5-string bass will usually give you a low B string, and the 6-string bass will give you a low B string as well as a high C string. Try them all and figure out what string configuration suits you best. As with the solid body electric guitar, the main body woods you'll see being used in electric bass is alder, basswood, and mahogany. Each wood imparts its own tonal quality upon the instrument. Most electric basses available today are built one of 3 ways: either with a bolt-on neck, a glued-in neck, or what they call a neck-through instrument. The bolt-on is the most common design on the market, consisting of a separate neck and body that are bolted together, and this is found on numerous legendary brands and models. The glued-in neck instrument is just that. The neck is permanently glued onto the body of the bass. Neck-through construction means that body wood is glued to both sides of an elongated neck, hence running through the body of the instrument. As with the electric guitar, the electric bass generates its sound via the string vibrating over a pickup. But with the electric bass, you'll see some different options as to what those electronics can do for you and the sound coming out of the instrument. The term active electronics refers to the volume and tone controls of the bass and will usually have a 9-volt battery inside to help you shape the tone. An active bass will give the ability to boost and cut the tone of the instrument, as well as being generally louder with a little more signal. A passive bass will not have a battery internally, but will give you those classic tone shaping abilities that you get with an electric guitar. Experiment with both types, as one may be more to your liking. Bass amplifiers come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, speaker configurations, and power ratings. How do you even know what to buy? Let me help to clarify a few things and shed some light on the subject. Generally speaking, most small beginner amplifiers are rated anywhere from 25 to 100 watts and will give you the bedroom features of a headphone output and an auxiliary input to play along with music from your portable device. You'll need at least 150 watts of power to be heard and felt on stage and over the other instruments that you're playing with. So that being said, 200 to 300 watts are preferable to ensure a clean bass tone. Most speakers in these amps will either be 10 or 15 inches in diameter, and both sizes impart their own tonal characteristics. Play with them both to see if you can hear a difference between them and to hear just what sound is more pleasing to your ear. Also, just like with guitar amps, you can choose either a digital modeling amp, a solid-state amplifier, or an all-tube powered amplifier. So there you have it. We've learned about bass sizes, strings, construction, electronics, and amplifiers. It's easy to get started on the bass and is usually the easiest instrument to start playing in a band with. Think about the beat and the rhythm. Feel the pulse of what the music is giving you. And remember, it's the bass that gets people out of their chairs and dancing.